back. You're watching the morning news show on CNN News 18. And right at the top of this segment, we have some breaking input coming in from Maharashtra. Maharashtra cabinet expansion is slotted to be next week, says sources. A year after Shinde-Fadnavis government came into being in Maharashtra, the long-anticipated cabinet expansion is likely to finally take place next week now. Meanwhile, asking for speculations of the cabinet expansion, Maharashtra Chief Minister Eknath Shinde has made an unscheduled visit to Delhi to meet Union Home Minister Amit Shah. While Shinde-Sena is expected to get 2 ministerial berths in the Union cabinet, the Maharashtra formula is likely to be 50-50 for the BJP and for the Shinde-Sena. Now, BJP leadership has already told its cadres that not much should be expected out of the long-pending cabinet expansion. This is the particular update that we are getting on the story. And, well, this has been a decision that has been pending for quite some time now. And we had heard earlier in the year when CM Shinde had himself said that the Maharashtra cabinet will be expanded soon and it will be decided when it is to happen. And now we do finally have news that the expansion might be starting from next week. And, well, on August 9th last year, 18 ministers were inducted in the Shinde-Fadnavis government after it came to power in June. While as per rules, the Council of Ministers in the state can have a maximum of 43 members. So, however, neither Shinde nor Fadnavis had given a specific timeline for the expansion of the council ministers. And this is the particular update we have now. But we also see that the BJP cadres have been, BJP leadership has already told its cadres that not much should be expected out of this long pending cabinet expansion. Even though the Shinde-Sena is expecting to get 2 ministerial berths in the union cabinet, and the Maharashtra formula is likely to be 50-50 for the BJP and Shinde-Sena. And there is tremendous unrest from within the Shinde faction regarding this, and many are hopeful about the particular expansion that is taking place. Now, we have Vinaya Deshpande joining us on the broadcast for this particular story. Vinaya, a very good morning to you. Firstly, it seems to be a big decision as the timeline finally seems to have been set on the expansion. What all are we to expect from this?
Well, absolutely. In fact, if you see, since the time this government came into being last year, today they complete the formation of 1 year, and that is why they're celebrating. But the first cabinet was sworn in August last year. Since then, there has been a lot of speculation because remember, it was after the government came into formation, it was just the CM and the DCM who were handling the entire administration and the state for quite a while, after which we saw an expansion in August. And thereafter, 18 ministers were inducted. Now, remember, Maharashtra is a big state. We are looking at elections. We are also looking at, unrest within Shinde faction. After 40 persons jumped over, many of them had left ministerial berths in order to jump the ship. So, naturally, there was a lot of expectation. And since last year, there have been several muhurats that have been drawn for the long-pending cabinet expansion. Now, yesterday, even after the Pandharpur Vitthal Puja, the Chief Minister hinted that a good news will be likely soon and the cabinet expansion is also likely soon. So sources within the parties tell us, top-level sources say that, the Muhurat is likely to be next week itself. Now remember, 2 things are a part of this. Firstly, there's the cabinet reshuffle that's expected in the center, where Eknath Shinde group expects to be accommodated, and we are being told that it is likely that 2 ministerial berths will be given in the union cabinet for the Eknath Shinde group, while in the state there is going to be cabinet expansion. And, considering that there is the cabinet currently is functioning at just 40% capacity and there are at least 60% places to be filled, we expect that a 50-50 formula will be adhered to at that time. There are several hopefuls who have been speaking about their unrest for not being accommodated into the cabinet. They are finally expected to be accommodated, and the Muhurat will likely be as soon as the next week. Sources tell us that this will happen before the monsoon session of the Maharashtra Assembly. In any case, the Muhurat will be of this month itself. Top sources tell us that it will be likely as early as next week. Back to you.
Right, Vinaya. So, well, you already spoke about the 50-50 divide between BJP and the Shinde Sena, the representation within them. So, and then a lot of people are hopeful for this particular 50-50 division, and there are also two ministerial berths that are being looked at in the union cabinet. But the BJP leadership has already told its cadres that not much should be expected out of this long pending cabinet expansion. How are we to speculate on that?
Yes, you see, the BJP is in a very peculiar situation here. It has 105 seats in Maharashtra, and still they are, in some sense, the second fiddle in the government. The BJP has the deputy chief ministership, and till now it has been a 50-50 understanding in the cabinet. So, from within the BJP, though there is a lot of unrest, the message from the leadership is quite clear that they should not expect that they will be rewarded with cabinet posts during this short tenure that the government has remaining, around a year or so. But they have been told that they will likely have to adjust during this time as well. So within the BJP, it's not like the Shinde faction where we have seen that the Shiv Sena Shinde group leaders had come out in the open in the past saying that if they are not accommodated, then they will not be happy about it. The BJP functions in a different manner. It has more of a party discipline, and that is why leaders will not come out in the open to speak about their dissatisfaction. But there are several senior hopefuls within the BJP as well. But clearly at a time when the equations in Maharashtra are different, with Shinde Sena having around 40 MLAs and still holding half the portfolios, including the chief minister's position, and the BJP having 105 MLAs and yet, holding half the seats in deputy chief minister. Clearly for the BJP, it is a lot of adjustment at this point in time as well. Back to you.